Hey, this is Leo, and in this video I would like to give you a quick preview of an upcoming feature in AbleSet 3 that allows you to create your own custom user interfaces. I call this feature Canvas, and AbleSet allows you to create multiple canvases that you can customize to your own needs. Let's start with an empty canvas. Each canvas can have its own size, so for example, this one has the size of a normal landscape iPad, but you can also change that. You can give them a background color and a name. To get started with the customization, you can press the plus button at the top, and now you get a list of elements and templates that you can add to your canvas. An element might be something simple like a button or a clock, but it can also be more complex like lyrics, the set list, or a song progress bar. The available templates are pre-configured elements that you can add to your canvas to get started. Let's start building our own custom user interface. Maybe we would like to add a set list. I'll put it to the side here. I might want to add some lyrics. Let's put those here, make them a bit taller, maybe add a bit of spacing between those. And you can see that each selected element has its own settings. So for example, for the lyrics, I would like to show my Leo lyrics track. And maybe I don't want to show the next song here. Next, let's add a simple button that jumps to the next song. So to do that, I will add an element. I'll select button. I'll move this over here. And now in the settings, I can, for example, give the button a label. Let me just move this to the top so you can see it. So I could call it next. And I can also give it an icon. So for example, I think it's called skip. Yes. So now you have the label and the icon, but you can also remove the label if you just want the icon. Now, to add functionality to this button, we can add OSC commands that are sent to AbleSet or other apps or devices on the network when the button is pressed and when it's released. So when the button is pressed, we would like to jump by songs. And the pre-filled value of one song forward is already correct. And we can also give it a different color if you want. So let's maybe give it a blue color. And to try it all out, we can now enter the view mode. And now we can jump around in the set list. We can scroll around in the lyrics, jump to specific lines, and we can use this button to jump to the next song. Now this is just a simple example, but you can also make these elements more dynamic by using AbleSet's templating language. To show you how this works, I will create a new label by clicking plus, selecting label. And let's maybe move this button down here, make it a bit smaller, and make this label a bit larger. Now you can give this label any text you like. So this could be example, if you want your label to say example, but you can also use dynamic values that are sent via OSC or internal values from AbleSet. To do that, I can type a $, a curly opening bracket, then OSC, and then I have access to all of the OSC values that are currently available. So for example, this could be the active, the active section name. These dynamic values can be placed anywhere in the label. So you could also write section and then have this part to represent the dynamic current section. You can also use multiple of those. So I could say, for example, let me add the name of the current song, maybe add a slash here, or I'll just add a new line. So now you have your song name and section name in one label. If I want to modify this a bit more, I could maybe make it a bit larger and then go to the font settings and increase the font size. I could make it bold if I wanted to, and I could also make it italic or underlined if I wanted to. Now I can also give this a text color. So this could be red or something else. And I can give it a background color. So I could give this a gray background color, for example, to make this feel more like a card. Let's maybe make this smaller. And there we go. Now these colors can also be dynamic, so they can access the OSC values that are available as well. So if we wanted our label's text color to match the color of the current song, we could enable the dynamic flag. And now, whatever color we write into this box is represented in the label. And this cannot only be a color name, it can also be a specific shade of a color. So we could use green 300 if we wanted a more light green, or we could use green 800 for a darker green. And we can also use templating in these fields. So for example, let's do OSC and then active song color. And there we go. Now this, if we go into the view mode, represents the color of the current song. Now let's maybe remove these two elements here and the lyrics as well. And let's check out some of the templates that are available. So this, for example, could be the current song title. That's nice. Let's maybe give this a background. So we have this as a kind of card. This could be a play pause button. Let's add this here. This could be the remaining time in the current song. Let's add this below the title. And if you check the settings of these template elements, you can see that they also make use of these templating functions in AbleSet. So for example, the song title will always have the color of the current song. And if AbleSet is currently playing, the color will be lighter, and if it's not playing, it will be a bit darker. The same is true for the icon in this button, which, if AbleSet is currently playing, uses a pause icon, and if AbleSet is currently paused, uses a play icon. Now let's check this out in action. So I'll go into view mode. I can now use this button to start playback. You'll see that the color of the current song title got a bit brighter because AbleSet is currently playing. You'll see that the icon and the background color of this button have changed. And you can also see the current remaining time counting down here. Now this feature is still in development, but if you would like to give it a try already, you can download the latest AbleSet 3 beta by clicking the link in the video description below. I would love to hear what you think about it, and I wish you a great day.